Hey everybody, I'm going to be doing a unique series of videos here. It's called How to Port a Chainsaw. Okay, this is a 372. Now this is the introductory video. I'm going to be showing you and explaining some of the things we're going to be going over in each series of videos. You definitely want to take notes for this because there's going to be a lot of information, a lot of useful information. Okay, it's 272 piston. We're going to put in this 372. It's to fix defects with this cylinder out of the box. Wish I could use the stock piston, but I can't. Okay, I'm going to go over all that. I'm going to show you like defects with your cylinders, what you can do to fix them before you even bolt it on your saw and port it. Okay, say if you got an expensive cylinder, look at it and say, oh wait a minute, this cylinder's no good. So you can maybe send it back so you're not wasting money. Or if you have defects, you can say, okay, I know how to fix that. Okay, makes sense? Like the ring of death and all that. Okay, this is some of the math we're going to be going over. It's nothing crazy, guys. If you have a calculator, figure it out. I'll do it as we go. I'll show you. To find the cc's of a saw, 0.785 times bore times stroke divided by 1,000. That's how you find the cc's of a saw. Okay, this is for layout. Okay, to find thousandths per degree for your saw. Say if you take like 20 thousandths off the base of your cylinder, say, okay, well, what's that going to do? Where's that going to put my exhaust timing or transfers? This is for layout. You definitely want to time it on the saw, but this will give you a good rough idea of what's going on. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, this is some of the cylinders we're going to be looking at. Some problems I had with them, and this one, the big ring of death up there. These are all good cylinders here. Show you how to figure all that stuff out. There's a bunch of pistons I got here. Be going over that. Show you some things, how it changes port timing. We're definitely going to do a little machine work in this channel. That's just my layout marker. Probably see the little ring up there I did with my calipers. It's going to be my pop-up. Be about maybe 15th thou pop-up in this. It's the fixture I made to chuck up in the lathe. Obviously I'm going to show you timing a saw, how to set timing wheel up. Then once we do all that, I'm going to show you all the port numbers. Okay, how to figure out what's going on where. Okay, like obviously your exhaust, transfers, intake, then blowed on, then case compression. Okay, that's one thing that I've been using, and I'll tell you what, I've been getting some really good results. Definite positive results. I'll explain all this. There's a little theory involved. Like I said, you guys definitely want to take notes in this series of videos. There's going to be a lot of information. Alright, now let me show you some of the tools you might want to get. Okay, let's see. Okay, some tools here. Dremel. You know what? This has actually been a really good. I've had this for over a year, and I've did all kind of work, not just the saws. A lot of work. Actually did a quarter panel, a couple quarter panels for my dad's Challenger with this. Believe it or not. Some T-handles. They don't have to be Icon, but I got these. Like main sizes is 3mm, 4, and 5. T27, 5/32. Obviously a long T27 bit for a lot of your steels. These Harbor Freight. These are really good. I grind this down to get into some of the older steel cylinders, but these work really nice. Some of your grinding bits for your Dremel. Go in here. Like I said, you don't have to have fancy, expensive tools. Diamond point set, just another Harbor Freight thing they have here. This has really been handy for a lot of different things, not just porting saws. Very nice. This carbide burr set, this is actually kind of an expensive set. This is a tile cutting bit for Dremel. I use this thing a lot. I use this to rough up my intake for JB Weld and stuff like that. Works really, really well. The tip on JB Weld, when you grind your port, say your intake, do not wash your port with anything. Just put the JB Weld in there. If it's done right, it will not come out. A lot of JB Weld in there. It will not come out of there. You'll hit it with a screwdriver trying to get it out and it won't come out. It'll chip out, but it won't knock it out of there. Let's see here. Yes, that's pretty much a dial indicator for my lathe. Set of calipers. These things are kind of whooped. Mic. I used to be a machinist, but you want to use this for precise work. And calipers are good for about 5 thousandths. That's just general rule of thumb. This is actually a depth mic. Sometimes I use it for that type of stuff. So yeah, nothing fancy, but yeah, so there's that. But like I said, there's going to be a lot of information we're going to be going over in this series of videos, so stay tuned. I'm going to be going over stuff for a 660 as well, some of the things to look out for in 372. So okay guys, next time keep on feeling the heat.